Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Precious. If you're new here, if you're seeing this gorgeous face for the first time, please ensure not to make you last, okay? If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always coming back and supporting the channel. I am so grateful. Thank you. And if you're new here, hope you join the gang. Oh yeah. Anyways, today's video is a very exciting video. You can already tell from the title. I am so glad, like I'm so grateful. It's been it's been a journey. Honestly, it's been a journey, and whew, I really don't want to get emotional, right? So this video is going to be positive vibes and positive vibes only. That's why I actually wore this shirt today because this shirt describes how I'm feeling, how the mood of the video is going to be. Okay, it says positive mind, vibes, and what? Life. So that's what we are all about. Tomorrow makes it 1 year since I arrived Canada. I'm filming the video today so that it goes up live tomorrow. So as usual, if you're an OG, you know that when I got my PPR, I did a toast and all of that. So today we are toasting to 1 year in Canada. God has been so faithful. God has been so good. I am super grateful for how far I have come and all that. So please get your glasses. I know I can't share with anybody because I'm alone here, but just get your glasses while you watch the video. Even if it's water you have, just pour something in your glass so that we can toast together and celebrate my 1 year carniversary. That's what they call it. Okay. Cheers, guys. Okay, so let's jump right into this video. So this video is just going to be freestyle. I don't really have a note, so I'm just going to tell you guys my experiences so far in Canada, my regrets, what I think I would have done better, the things that I've learned, the things that were like a shock to me when I came here, and all that. I will be sharing all of that with you guys, okay? So how do I start, or where do I start? Okay, coming from Nigeria to Canada. I'm Nigerian, by the way, in case you're wondering. Yeah, so coming from Nigeria to Canada, I actually had expectations, right? To obviously live a better life, have access to better things, be better off from where I used to be. So coming from Nigeria to Canada, I got to learn so many things. I got to learn how diverse the country is. I've said this a couple of times. This country is really diverse because they're really high on immigrants and all of that. So a lot of people from different parts of the world come here. So you're going to meet people from different cultures, people with different accents, different behavior, different lifestyle. And you just have to blend, right? And all that. So coming here, I was also very open-minded to like accept and deal with whatever comes my way, because prior to coming to Canada, I've lived in Nigeria all my life, and I've not really experienced what it feels like living somewhere else aside from Nigeria. So I was really open-minded for whatever comes my way and all of that. And the other thing that I got to learn coming here is that there is dignity of labor. It doesn't matter what you do, as long as you're doing a legal work that pays your bills, that put food on your table. Nobody even cares. Even if I'm not trying to shade anyone right now, but I'm just trying to I would like to mention the kind of jobs that an average person wants to look down on, especially coming from back home, right? People don't care. Like, people respect people here regardless of whatever you're doing. If you're a cleaner, you're a driver, whatever you're doing, people really don't care. And people here do like more than one job sometimes. And again, you can even find a medical doctor who is an Uber driver, just because when you come here as a medical doctor, you don't start practicing immediately. You have to go through a series of exams and all of that. And these exams cost so much money and they are very difficult to pass. At least I've been able to talk to a few people who are in that field. You don't just want to sit down there waiting for when you finally start practicing in Canada. Hunger will finish you. So you have to get to work, like you have to look for something to do. And regardless of whatever your job is here, people respect that. People are very respectful here. I mean, once in a blue moon, you get people that are very rude, right? And this has nothing to do with Canada. Obviously, that's their nature. One other thing that I came to realize when I came here is that the people here, I don't know the term to use to define them right now. Will I say they are so open? Because back home, you cannot meet a stranger and start telling the stranger your life history. Even your friends, it's not even everybody you can tell stuff about you. Like, you can meet a random person here, maybe at the bus stop or anywhere, like they have never seen you before, and before you know, they're telling you about their life history, telling you how maybe stories like my husband and I are divorced, he left me for someone in Germany. Those kind of stories. Like, when I came initially, it was like a shock to me. I'm like, okay, how am I supposed to help you? Like, you don't even know me, why are you telling me your life history? Do you get? And the funny thing is, even after they finish telling you their life history, if they see you like the next 1 hour, trust me, they will act like they don't know you. They will act like they didn't have a conversation with you. So I don't really know the whole idea behind that behavior, right? Here you see someone, let me be you're pregnant, like my friend when she was pregnant, you see someone trying to touch your stomach, asking you very personal questions. Oh, what sex are you having? When is your due date? And all of that. In Nigeria, you can't ask a random person that, like, are you okay? Did my village people send you? Like, you can't be asking those kind of questions. Even with your friends, only the very close ones will know when your due date is, if at all you want to share those kind of information. But here, they don't really care about that. They literally share everything. Another thing that was a shock to me when I came here was pedestrians have the right of way. Like, the pedestrians, oh my god, they're the owner of the road. Meanwhile, the reverse is the case back home, right? Because here in Canada, they have like I don't know what to call it, like a traffic light kind of thing for pedestrians as well. Once it turns white, you're free to cross the road. And I think once it turns white, yeah, you're free to cross the road. Then after a while, it starts counting down from 10 seconds. So even if it's about 2 seconds, right? Because after 2 seconds, it turns red and you can't cross. You just have to wait. So even if it's like 2 seconds to when it's gonna turn red, you can literally cross, right? Even if you're in the middle of the road trying to cross and it turns red, they will wait for you. They will certainly wait for you, honestly. I mean, sometimes it's annoying, right? But they will wait for you. They will wait for you, because no matter what happens, like when there's an accident, the driver is at fault. I mean, when there's an accident between the driver and the pedestrian, the driver is at fault no matter what happens. So you just want to avoid that and just let them have their way, basically. So yeah, everything is so organized. Another thing that like surprised me when I came here is that you can't just walk into any store to get alcohol. They have specific stores that sell those. You can't. No, not every store sells alcohol, and most times when you go to buy alcohol, they always ask for your ID. Especially if they think you're not old enough. But I think they've asked me for my ID twice or once. Yeah, I mean, I look, at least, so if I thought I don't look my age, I don't look 18. Neither do I look 21. Yes. Also, this country encourages you to be very handy, because if you want to start paying, unlike Nigeria, that's one thing I miss about Nigeria, because we have access to all of these things which are like very affordable back home. You want a carpenter, you can just call. You want a plumber, you can call. But here, if you want to call all those people, you're going to spend through your nose, because they charge you per hour, right? And they could charge you over like $100 for 1 hour, and including taxes. Like, they're gonna add taxes to that, which is crazy. Even stuff like, if you want a maid, they're not cheap. If you want a maid, if you want someone to clean your house, someone that will help you with your domestic chores and all of these things, like an electrician. Men, I know women, we can't really learn that, right? Although there are very few ladies that can do those kind of things. But as a man, if you can learn how to do these things, it's really going to save you money when you come here, right? And most people who come here, YouTube will be your best friend. They just have to learn, because you keep spending these monies that you can literally use to do something else or even give it to somebody back home, you understand? But instead you're paying for one thing or the other, and it can be something very minor. As long as the person has come, you have to pay them, which is crazy. Another shocking thing about this country or another thing that I've experienced is that in as much as Canada is really friendly, like the people here are friendly, it's a nice place to live, there's racism, very subtle. Like the racism here is subtle. If you don't even pay attention, you won't know. You understand? It's not out there, but it is. It is. You have it here. It's subtle. Okay? Yeah, that's one thing you need to have at the back of your mind. Like I said, just be open-minded when you come here, because of anything that comes your way, you know how to receive it and all of that. So my regrets so far, you guys, this video will just be, I don't know, I'm just flowing as it comes. I'm just saying it, right? So one of the things that I regret not doing before coming to Canada was upskilling myself in two ways. The first one is taking a course, trying to make myself better, make myself more ready for the job market, because you guys, the job market here is very competitive. Okay, because when you're trying to look for a job, you're not just competing with your fellow Nigerian or at most your fellow African. You are competing with people from China, India, everywhere. That's how diverse Canada is. So you have to bring something unique to the table, because everybody's fighting for that one role. So you have to give it your best for you to be the selected candidates, right? That's one thing I wish I did in Nigeria, because I started this process in 2019, right? And I didn't hear from IRCC up until 2021 when I got ITA. So my wait time after ITA to when I got PPR was like 5 months. It wasn't so long, but the wait time before I got ITA was very long, more than 2 years. I would have used that time to learn it doesn't necessarily have to be a new skill, like take courses, get certifications, even change career if that's what I wanted. I would have done my research more regarding what kind of jobs thrive more here and see how I could fit in. That's something I would have done, which I regret not doing. But I mean, I'm here is past. I don't want to dwell in the past, but I'm just saying, for someone who is willing to come to Canada, regardless of the province you want to settle in, these are the things that you need to put into consideration. Because fine and good, oh, you're so excited, you're finally coming to Canada, your dream country, what you've been praying for. Or when you finally come, yeah, okay, you've come, you've arrived, what's next? You need to get a job, like a good job, to be able to live that life that you visualized, or that kind of life you prayed for, you wished for, you know. So because this life, or that kind of soft life, doesn't come easy, especially when you don't have, especially when you're not married to Dangote, you understand, or one of these very rich people. Especially when you have to work your ass off to be able to live the kind of life that you want. So you have to, yeah, like do all these things, try to get a new skill, just try to make yourself better, so that when you come here, basically you'll be very fit for the job market. Like I said, I've not even drank the wine that I poured since. This wine is so good. This wine reminds me of my dad a lot. He gives me this wine every time. Anyways, the second type of skill that I would have learned was how to be handy. In the terms of, I would have learned how to make hair. I don't know how to make hair. I'm learning it now by myself, like trying to do my cornrows myself. The other day I was able to, like, I was better off than before, but it wasn't like the neatest, and that thing is stressful. My hands hurt. That's something I would have learned how to do, because if I go back to Nigeria, any day I go back to Nigeria, I'll find out time to learn that. I really need to learn it. So that's something you need to learn how to do. If you're interested in learning how to make nails, you should do that. Okay, lashes, learn how to make lashes, because you can always use it as a side hustle here. Here, to fix lashes is very expensive. Like, you know, I know lashes have like different types, because my sister does all those kind of stuff. Like, she has a spa and all of that. I'll put a handle here in case you're in Lagos and you want to do your lashes, have a massage, pedicure, waxing, all of that good stuff. She does everything and she's very affordable. Okay, back to what I was saying. So lashes here are very expensive. I know the very scanty one, I can't remember what it's called. If I remember the name, I'll put it on the screen. The classic, yes, that's what it's called. It's like $100 here. Then as it goes higher, you're trying to get hybrid, it's more expensive. If you're trying to get volume, it's more expensive. Like you can do your lashes for as high as $200 here or even more, which is crazy. So imagine if you know how to do that. Do you know how you'll be cashing out here? You'll be making a lot of money. I mean, and if you're so good at it, you can even stop your 9 to 5 and just focus on that. Honestly, that's one thing I would have done. I mean, I'm already good with makeup. I try, if I do say so myself. I mean, you can tell from my face. But also doing makeup for other people, I've not really done a lot, but even when I do, it comes out nice to an extent, if I do say so. But I haven't done it in a while. And I don't think I'm really interested in doing makeup for other people because it's stressful, trust me. You're going to stand for long. You have waist pain. I don't know. I don't think it's something I can do. So for the fact that I can do it on my face for myself, that's okay. So that's one thing I would have done or I regret not doing before coming here. Another thing I regret not doing before coming here is getting my driver's license. You guys, please, while you're waiting for your stuff to get approved, go and get your driver's license. If you don't know how to drive, go and learn now. Get your driver's license. It's very easy to get driver's license. It's very easy to get a driver's license in Nigeria. I mean, I can speak for Nigeria. I don't know about other places, right? This hair is just distracting us. I'm so sorry. It's very easy to get your driver's license back home. And why I regret it is because when I came, right, I did the learners, like the class 7. Different provinces call it different things, but here they call it class 7, like the very beginning one. Like I started from the scratch. And when you get that license, you have to wait for 1 year before you can upgrade to the next one. So that's what I'm suffering right now. And I think it should expire in July. So I have to still wait and all that, which is so annoying. Because if I had a license, right, I would skip that part and jump to the next one. And with this class 7, even if you want to drive, someone that has a class 5 has to be at the or on the passenger seat. You can't drive alone. The rules are just too much. Like it's too much. So you just want to avoid that, especially if you want to come here and start driving immediately. Please get your license. And I think the more years of experience you have on your license, I think the better for you. I'm not so sure, but I know if you have your license from back home, you stand a better chance than people like me that did not bring. Okay. And again, that was one of the reasons I decided to live here, because living in this area of town, I don't really need a car. Okay. So yeah, those are the things that I regret not doing. Any other one? Let me see. Another thing that I regret not doing before leaving Nigeria is having a thriving business. I mean, before I came, I think I tried my hands on 1 or 2 things that I don't really know, that was just there, right? But I wish I have a business that is booming back home, something that is going really well, something that's very successful. Even though I'm here and I have trusted hands, people that can be watching over the business and all of that. I mean, I can still do that, right? But I just wish I already had that before I came. But yeah, it is something you can do, because I know having a good business, it takes time to build. It takes so much resources. Like you have to put in the work, money, time, sweat, tears, and all of that. So if it's something you already have, kudos to you. If it's something you're interested in, I think you should look into it before relocating, whether Canada or anywhere else. So that's all for my regrets. Then what else? Life in Canada. What have I learned so far, or how has life been for me? Life has been lifing. Life has been lifing, seriously. I've had my ups and downs. I've had my fair moments, honestly. One other thing that people don't really talk about here is how challenging it is to stay without your family. It is hard. I mean, in as much as, we all want to japa, want to leave Nigeria, want to come to Canada, we want to witness snow. For people that have not seen snow before, you get me, you want to, you want to prove that you have arrived or whatever. I don't know, like you want a better life for yourself basically. Like you're going to miss your family, especially if you're here alone. If you're not here with your spouse and kids, even people that have like are married and have kids, right? You're still going to miss your siblings back home, your parents back home. So talk more of someone that is alone, that you came here alone. It's not easy. It is not easy, at least for me. So I don't know about other people and the kind of relationship they have with their family, but me personally, it has not been easy for me, honestly. Like I miss my family so freaking much, so much. I can't even lie. There's something I want to tell you guys. It might come as a shock to so many people. Some people might not believe me, but it's fine. Since I moved to Canada, I don't think the way I've cried, I don't think I've cried like that my entire life. Like in the space of 1 year, the amount of times that I've cried since I moved here, I don't think I've cried that much since I was born. Like in a year, even back home, I don't think I've cried that much. It's very hard to believe, right? I know. I mean, different things make me cry. Okay? And we're not going to cry in this video. First off, it can be really challenging, honestly, living here. It can be so challenging. For someone like me, like I miss my family so much. Oh my god. I miss my parents. Like I miss my dad. Oh lord. My mom. I miss them so much. Like it's so weird that even like the mere thought of them, like just thinking about them, for tears. I'm holding myself so hard not to cry. Before I'm tears, like I'm tearing, I'm not even tearing, I'm crying, I'm wailing. I remember recently I was going somewhere, so I was in the bus listening to music, right? The bus was not really full, but I always like to sit at the window side, so I don't even know how my mind just went to my dad. Before I started wailing, crying seriously. I didn't even care. There were people around me looking at me. I did not care. But I don't know. That's what I've been experiencing. And I even thought like going forward is going to get better. But so far it's been the same. I just pray it gets better, honestly. Because I can't be crying like that all the time. You get me? Yeah, and sometimes you have, as a human generally, not just because I'm here in Canada, you have certain expectations. You feel that things should go a certain way, and at the end of the day it doesn't go the way you planned, right? And you just feel very sad, you feel so overwhelmed. Like I felt that a couple of times. Coming to Canada, I had expectations. Even though those expectations have not been met, at least not all, I still thank God for where I am, because I am better off here. I'm better off right now compared to where I used to be. Like nothing close, right? And I believe and trust God that He has something good in store for me. It might not happen in my time, but His timing is perfect. It's not easy, right? It's so easy to say, by the way, but it's really not easy, like I mentioned earlier, especially when you're expecting something, when you feel that, oh, I must get it, like this is the time, I've put in so much work. It just has to work. Like I don't understand why is it not working. Which devil? Like you start asking questions, but at the end of the day it doesn't work out, and you feel shattered, you feel sad, you feel weak, you feel tired, your faith in God will be tested. I've passed through all of that, but I'm alive. That's all that matters. And once there's life, there's hope. Everything will fall in place at the right time, at God's time. His timing is never wrong. Yeah, and that's it basically. What else have I really experienced here coming to Canada? Yeah, also moving to this country has made me lose some friends. This is something I just want this is something I want you guys to have in mind if you're planning to relocate, right? You're going to lose some people on the way. Maybe because you didn't tell them when you were coming, or some just want to stay away from you. I don't know, for reasons best known to them. And you have some kind of people that all of a sudden they're reaching out to you, right? Maybe because they want information, they're interested, they want to move also, which is not bad, right? And you also have some that feel that, okay, because you're abroad now, you have one tree at the back of your house where you pluck money from, like this one. Maybe if I just pluck this and I'll pluck what, $100, and they expect you, they start billing you, expect you to send them money. If you have, why not send? And I mean, if those people are your friends, right? But don't put yourself under unnecessary pressure, okay? Especially when the money is not there. Try to explain to them that, oh, it's not a good time and all of that. I mean, some might understand, some may not. And before you know, they start giving you attitudes and all of that. Hold on, what have I been doing? What the hell? Hey, I actually did not flip my camera like to see myself. Anyways, yeah, some may understand, some may not, right? And it's okay, it's fine, it's not that hard. In life, friends will come and go. Like my pastor will say, I say this a lot, 20 friends don't play together for 20 years, and it's fine. Life will always go on. You'll meet new people, and yeah, that's about it. What else? Coming from Nigeria to Canada, right? I knew like the weather conditions, and I knew like Canada is one of the coldest countries in the world. Everybody should know that by now. You're coming, if this place is your is your place of interest, is where you want to reside. That's the first information that you need to know. Even if you don't even want to come to Canada, I think everybody knows this, right? The weather is so extreme. When it's hot, it's very hot, especially here in Calgary. When it's cold, it's really cold. And I've been able to experience the 4 seasons. I've experienced summer, winter, spring, and fall. So yeah, and the only bad thing that I would say about this weather is that it's very harsh and it's very dry. That is why having a humidifier is like a very, very necessary asset to have. Someone like me, and I know it has happened to a couple of people, like I bleed through my nose due to the harsh weather, and most times my nose is very stuffy, blocked. I'm literally struggling to breathe. Since I came here, I'm always doing that, like always, like it's so bad. For over 1 year I've had stuffy nose. I don't know how long that's going to go on for. And another weird thing that happened to me, right, is my skin has really not been reacting very well to this country. I don't know if it's the water or something, because their water here is hard, like their water is really harsh here, and I don't know if that's the reason, but I should think that my skin should have adapted by now. Kilo day, like it's over 1 year. I still have, like on my thighs, my body, I still have spots from, I had these ones happened like when I newly came, but they've not happened again, but the spots are still there. You know when you have like mosquito bites back home, those kind of spots it leaves, yeah, they were like all over my body when I came. Then also my chest area, you can't see it now because of what I'm wearing, but I don't care. Like, you will not stop me from wearing what I want to wear because of this rubbish condition. When it's tired, it will leave, so I don't even let it bother me. I have like, I don't know if I'll call it acne or spots. Like, prior to coming to Canada, I've never experienced those kind of things before, but that's what I'm dealing with currently. And also my face, I've always dealt with acne, but I think coming here it's been worse. I really don't know, Sha, but I've been dealing with all of that. Like I said, positive mind only. I'm so grateful to God. Yeah, so that's it basically. I thank God so much for how far He has brought me. I am so grateful to be going through this, like to experience this. I'm so thankful to be here. I do not regret coming to Canada one bit. It is one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life. And if it's something you want to do, please do it. I know that so many people will discourage you from coming here. Like before I came, people were talking, like saying all sorts of things, like, why are you going to Canada? You want to start from square one. You're not married. It's very difficult to find husband abroad. I mean, I've not still found husband though, but regardless, we move. When I was in Nigeria, did I say husband? Nope. So what if it's here that will find my husband? You'd never know, right? So don't put all those talks in your head. Just do what you want to do. Pray to God. So long as your spirit aligns with you coming here, please do the needful and bring your ass over here, okay? Yeah, so that's it. Basically, I am so thankful and I'm so grateful for you guys, for your support so far. Coming to Canada really grew my YouTube channel. It was when I came here I got monetized. Like, I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful. Like, God bless you all. And I thank God. Of course, I give God all the praise and all the glory for everything that He has done for me. I trust Him. I trust His timing. I trust His process. And I believe that everything will fall in place at the right time. So, cheers to 1 year in Canada. And cheers to more fruitful years ahead. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let me know if you have questions or whatever you'd like me to talk about. Just let me know and I will do that. I will deliver. That's why I'm here, okay? So yeah, that being said, do take care of yourselves and bye. Mwah.